What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Keena Renee. If this is your first time coming across this channel, my channel Keena is all about productivity. We talk about career, we talk about health, fitness, work-life balance, all that good stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell because your girl is back. All right. If you see the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can break into the communications career field with no experience. I think it's like one of the better careers to get into because I'm in it. There's just so many different skills and different industries that make this career field just so diverse, and honestly, it's the best. It's the best. So for those that don't know, my current role is a corporate communication specialist for a tech company. I just got into this role, and honestly, I feel like I manifested this role because I've been saying probably for the past year that I wanted to get into tech. I wanted to shift from like tourism and entertainment and the nonprofit into tech because one, I know that there's money there, and two, it's just something different. I've been in this career field for the last 10 up to 15 years. I just wanted something different. I wanted to break into a new industry, and that's one of the good things about marketing and communications is every niche, every industry needs a marketer and somebody that is like just a great communicator for brand messaging and all this other stuff. Today I'm going to share some tips and some things that if you are looking to go into communications, whether you're fresh out of college or you're just looking for a career change and you're interested in going to communications, I'm going to share some tips on how you can get started into this career field with no experience, with no prior experience. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, so the first thing that I do want to talk about is education. For me, I went to school for marketing communications with the emphasis in public relations. Go out and look for certificates or things that are in communications, like in digital marketing, or maybe something that's like SEO, PR, regular marketing, any type of certificate program that you can find within the career sphere of communications. Go out and get that. I'm not going to tell you need a 4-year degree because that's absolutely not true. There are a lot of roles that will take you with equivalent experience, and they will be good paying jobs too, right? Like they will be good paying jobs. But for those that are just starting out, I would say at least just do a certificate program, because honestly, especially if you're somebody that's transitioning, you may not even want to work in communications. What you kind of find out exactly what that role entails. But however, again, with the education, I highly suggest that you take some sort of certificate program just to add to your resume and increase your chances into landing a role in communications. Another thing that is pretty big if you're looking to get into communications is being able to showcase results. It doesn't matter what the role is or whatever that you were doing prior. If you were able to kind of showcase how you took something and you implemented it and show the direct results from the work that you put in, that is something that one is gonna, marketing is all about results, okay? It's all about those KPIs. It's all about doing that research. So if you're able to showcase that, especially in a creative way, that is something that is going to be great for your resume if you're looking to get into a communications role. A great example of this would be, again, taking something like a blog post that you may have written for a company or for a client project that accumulated an increase in 20% in their sales just by using these tactics, doing this SEO strategy, writing this blog post in this style. That is a perfect example of what communications is and what these companies will be looking for when they're looking to hire communication professionals in this role. So let's talk about transferable skills, right? So I would say the number one skill set that you would definitely have to have as somebody working in a communications role is writing. You have to be a pretty decent writer if you want to work in communications. Now, how you acquire that skill is up to you. So for me, I actually was a freelance journalist for several years. So I have a full-blown writing portfolio that I am able to showcase to employers whenever they ask for writing samples. In addition to some corporate writing and things like that I had to do while in other roles. Also, another great transferable skill is graphic design, right? You don't have to be a stellar A+, know everything about graphics, but just the basics, right? Just knowing the actual basics. Play around with Canva. A lot of companies are using Canva as their base for how they create their graphic marketing materials. My current company uses Canva. Almost every company that I know these days use Canva, have Photoshop, but Canva is like their main source of how they create their marketing materials. Take the time, play around with Canva. That's something that you can add to your resume, that you know how to use Canva. You know how to design something as basic as a social media post, a flyer. You know, there's some other more detailed things like that as it pertains to, depending on the role, but just knowing the basics looks awesome on your resume. Another transferable skill is knowing how to do websites, or even if it's like SEO and things like that. That is something that is transferable. So a lot of these things that are skills that you need to land a communication role is things that you can do on your own just by being a YouTuber, influencer, a TikToker. There are skills that you learn by maintaining a YouTube channel, by maintaining a TikTok, that transfers to a role in communications. SEO is a big one. Just any type of strategy of knowing how to tag and Google and all of that stuff. All of that is great on your resume, and it's a great transferable skill. Next thing that I want to talk about is your personal brand, right? Because honestly, for communication roles and marketing, PR, your personal brand is a part of your resume. Like, first step, just start with your LinkedIn page. Make sure that your LinkedIn page is up to date, that you have a well-written about me or bio section, any type of portfolio that displays your graphic design work or photography or anything like that you can add to your LinkedIn page. Start there, because honestly, that is the first place that your employers that are looking to hire you, that's the first place that you're going to look. If your LinkedIn page doesn't represent what it is that you're looking to get hired for, then I'm not going to say you're going to get skipped over, but it definitely helps. It definitely helps and adds to your credibility and add to your resume. So absolutely focus on your personal brand. Make an effort to be sure that your online presence is just as well as your resume, just as well as how you interview. You want to be sure that all of that looks good, because again, it actually speaks to what your work is and what you're capable of doing as somebody that is a marketer, a publicist, if you're in PR, or a communication specialist. All right, you guys, so I hope that this helped. A lot of these things, once again, you can take from any scenario or any previous role and spruce it up and convey that in a way in which you can land a communications role. Take your experience that you already have, especially if you're on YouTube, like, come on. Take your experience and just format it in a way that is attractive to those that are looking for communication specialist, or there's other titles, you know, there's a communications associate, there's PR specialist, marketing assistant, you know, any of those roles. These are some of the skills and some of the things that employers would be looking for on your resume. Take this. I wish everybody the best of luck, especially if you're looking to get into communications. I love to meet other girlies that are in my field. And if anybody has any other questions, please feel free to leave your questions in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. Like I said, I've been in this career field for the last 10 to 15 years, and I have done a little bit of everything. That's one thing. That's another thing. Okay. Be able to adapt. Okay. Comms is so up and down. There's always something new. There's always a new social media profile coming out. So you got to be able to adapt and also be willing to learn new things, new skills as the industry changes and things change. So thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, you guys, peace.